pin. 800 yards. Awesome. Welcome to the gun shack. It's going to be one of my first videos, so bear with me. We're going to do something real simple today. We are going to disassemble a bolt carrier group out of an AR15. I'm going to go through it real quick to show you just how easy it is, and then we'll go step by step. Remove the cotter pin. Remove the firing pin. Now the firing pin's removed, you can rotate your cam and pull it out. You see that hole? That's where the firing pin goes, so you can't rotate the cam until the firing pin's removed. Now that the cam is removed, the bolt itself comes out. That's how simple it is. Now we will go ahead and clean and reassemble, and then I'll take it apart again a lot slower. I normally just use the blue shop towels you can get at Walmart. Just wipe everything down. This bolt carrier group only has about 20 rounds on it. You can see how quickly they get dirty. But this is as far as you really need to take it down for a basic cleaning. In part 2 of this video, I will show you how to upgrade the bolt carrier group extractor. I like US Army weapons oil, or I like a white lithium. Lots of choices for lubricant. And I use very little lubricant. Just take a drop, re-lube everything. Goes together just the opposite. When you go ahead and put your bolt back in, make sure the extractor is on the right hand side on a standard rifle. If it's a left-handed rifle, then the extractor would go on the left hand side. That one went in very nice. Sometimes you may find it necessary, if you have an upgraded extractor, to use a bullet so I got the right one, a bullet to go in and hold that extractor out like that, to allow that extractor to go in. Most of the time you don't have to worry about it. Line up your cam hole there so you can get your cam back in. You have to put your cam in that way for it to get past, then rotate it. Now that it's rotated, you can put your firing pin back in. And then your cotter pin holds your firing pin. This can be the trickiest part of the whole thing. Sometimes it goes in just that easy. Sometimes it will get stuck and you'll have to rotate it and then maybe guide it with a bolt is reassembled. This time I'm going to disassemble it again, and then we're going to add this Bravo Company extractor upgrade kit. One of the best investments you can make. They're about $5 online at bravocompany.com, and it really improves the reliability of any bolt carrier group. I really highly recommend this upgrade if you're running a 16-inch barrel or shorter. It really increases the reliability of the extractor, and in shorter barrels the pressure's higher, and this really helps. So we're going to go ahead and remove the cotter pin again. We're going to remove the firing pin. We're going to rotate this over, rotate the cam, pull the cam out, pull the bolt carrier group out. This time we're going to pull the extractor off. To do that, you need a 1/16 inch punch, and that's about all you need to do this operation. There is a small pin right here, and we're just going to push it out. Nothing holds it in place except the spring tension. We'll zoom in. You can see that pin right there. We're going to go ahead and push. It's coming out the bottom. There's the pin. I like to keep it oriented so I can go push it back in the same way. This is your extractor, and this is the spring we're going to upgrade. Now this bolt carrier group seems to have come with a pretty good spring, but we're going to go ahead and upgrade it anyway. Pull that spring, and there's a rubber guide in there. Pull it out, throw it away. The Bravo Company extractor spring upgrade kits come with 3 parts. The spring itself, an O-ring, and the extractor insert. Always replace the extractor insert. Go ahead and put it inside the spring, and the spring is a bell spring, which means there is a larger side. You'll be able to feel it. One end will be larger, and that end is what will hold it into the extractor. When you do a lower kit, the trigger spring also is a bell spring, and you'll see how that works. But in this case, just make sure you use the larger side, put it into your extractor, and then shove it until it snaps. It's snapped in. Now it's in place, and it's being held by that larger end of the bell spring. Now you notice the extractor did not have an O-ring. If you put this O-ring on, you will be able to pull teeth with this. It really improves the amount of force that the extractor applies on the empty brass. These little improvements do wonders. So I could assemble it without it. You can assemble it without the O-ring, just like this one came. And just the improved spring and insert will definitely increase your extraction force. If you're doing a pistol, I would recommend using the O-ring. The only advantage of not using the O-ring is how hard this part is going to be to put it back together. And I've done this a bunch, and I'm still going to struggle. If you go without the O-ring, it goes really easy. So I'm actually going to do this one without the O-ring first to show you how easy it is. Okay, your extractor, you line up your hole, put that back in. Just grip it like that with your thumb and index finger. Take your pin and you just work your way back in. Just like that. That's done. And that's good. I mean, that's a good improvement right there. That alone. But we're going to go ahead and add that O-ring. We'll go ahead and punch the pin out again. Go ahead and put the O-ring on. And put the O-ring just right around the spring. Try to work it down into place. Same operation. Put the whole thing in. Get that O-ring in. Hold it the same way. This time, if you've got strong fingers, you can do it. If you get tired, you might have to get a wrench that I would put. You can use something like this, but I'd put tape around it to make sure you don't damage anything. Let's try to get it with our fingers first. There we go. Now this time when I put this bolt back in, I probably will need to use that bullet trick. Alright, but that's done. We'll throw a little bit of good old USA gun lube. Just a little bit. Gonna put this in here. Alright, that went in nice. Go ahead and put your cam back in. Put your firing pin back in. Put your cotter pin back in. So this time I'm struggling getting this in. So this may be where, okay, that went in anyway. That would be where you would want to use the punch to guide it, but it went in. You're all done. Clean, upgraded, full carry group. Let's test fire it. Today we're going to test fire this upper receiver that we did in the upper receiver assembly video. We're also going to test fire it onto the lower receiver that we machined in the Culpeper jig kit video. All right, let's see how we did. Okay, not bad.